Aloha, my name is Melinda Clarke. I'm submitting a book with the title of Swinging Bridge, subtitle From the Known to the Unknown. I guess you want to know who I am. I have so many labels. I'm a writer, a teacher, a traveler, a pilgrim, a divorcee, cancer survivor. But the label I like most is I'm a person. So the year of 3 Mile Island nuclear accident was also the year that my husband left with leaving me with 2 children. And we had to make a decision. I was devastated and searching. And on top of everything else, I got a vision in the sky morning after morning. I would look out at early morning and I would see this big puffy cloud like a skywriter plane had gone by, leaving the sign Hiroshima written across the sky, Hiroshima. But it happened so many times, I decided it was a call. So I decided to take the leap of faith. And I took my 2 children, we sold the house, and we bought 3 one-way tickets to Japan. In the meantime, my kids also had dreams. My son, 4 years old, wanted to go to Egypt and see the mummies. I promised him we would. My daughter wanted to go to Paris. I promised her we would if they would come with me to Hiroshima with no complaints. So a book isn't about Hiroshima and the inhumanity of violence and the inhumanity of war. This is a story, a book about what happened to the 3 of us along the way before we ever even got to Hiroshima. I think the best way to explain the book is to tell you a story. The story took place one rainy night. I had a job in Japan, in Shikoku, in this fishing village that I told you about. And I usually ride my bicycle through the rice paddies. But this time I had to ride, it was raining, so I rode it to the bus station, parked the bike, got on the bus, went to my job, came back. I was on a schedule because I had students waiting in my house for me. But when I got back, the bicycle was gone. And I had to run, and I was so late for my class, but I got there, everybody waited for me, and I apologized. I said, I'm so sorry, I'm late, but my bicycle was stolen. They all laughed, and I said, what are you laughing about? They said, your bike wasn't stolen. Japanese don't steal. Your bicycle was just borrowed. They said, go back tomorrow and you'll find it. And I said, oh, that's wonderful. Okay. So we had the lesson. And the next day, the 3 of us went back to find the bicycle and hunted in the area where I parked it. And of course it wasn't there. It was stolen. So a week later, I have the same class. And they said to me, did you find your bike? And I said, no, I told you it was stolen. They said, the one lady especially said, I told you Japanese don't steal. Your bike was borrowed. And I said, well, in America, when you park a bike someplace and you come back and it's gone, we call that stealing. She said, you Americans are so judgmental. Everything is either right or wrong. She said, your bike wasn't stolen, it was borrowed. I said, how do you know it was? And they said, how do you know it wasn't? The bottom line is, I learned that my bicycle wasn't stolen after another bicycle was stolen. But the second bicycle that was stolen, I actually looked for it. I learned how to look and I found it. And I thought to myself, I wonder if I had looked for that first bike back in the fishing village where I lived. I was in a different place. I was back in Hiroshima. I wonder if I had found it. And so this story that happened to the 3 of us is about right and wrong and gray, and how much is out there if we can have the space in our heads to be willing to learn. So I just want to thank you for this opportunity. I hope you read the book. I think I had a call to read the book, to write the book, and asking why I wrote it. Really, because I had to write it. It's kind of organic in that between the sign in the sky and all the synchronistic things that happen to us. Thank you so much, and you have a good day.